Did you know that the antlers of deers naturally fall off every spring to create a beautiful sculptural piece created by Mother Nature? And that's Jack. G'day, Joel.
Hey, James.
So exciting to finally be here, mate, after so many years. You've got quite a lot of deer here. Do you source the antlers from your own deer?
No, so only Jack, only the male will grow antlers.
Okay.
And I've kept his antlers from, he's 7 years old, I've kept his in my own house at the moment. And one day I'll make something pretty special out of his. But I source all of my antlers from different deer farms throughout Australia. I've got about 8 or 9 suppliers that I travel to.
Well, I know that you get a lot of amazing shapes and colours in and you create beautiful products, so I'm hankering to get into that workshop, mate, and just see some of your handiwork.
Let's go.
So I know that these fall off naturally, but how long does it take to grow?
It'll grow full length in 120 days, so that's 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah, it's the fastest growing bone organism.
And then it falls off, and then how long does it start growing again?
It'll start within 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
Now, these two look like they come from a similar breed or species, right? Species.
Yep.
But they're different colours. How does the colour come about again?
Yeah, so the animal will rub its antler on the tree and the tannins in the tree will stain the antler. So this one hasn't had trees to rub on. This one's had a lot of trees to rub on. So the tannins in the tree will stain the antler and it will stay like that until it falls off and the weather will bleach it out.
So tell us what we've got here. So many different antlers, Joel.
Yeah, so these are all the red deer type of antler. One particular species that I mainly work with in these piles here. I categorise them into blonde left, blonde right, matching pairs, small ones here, smaller, large left, large right, medium left, medium right, curly left, curly right, and these ones here are monster antlers.
I can see that these are much larger than this one. Is that because of the age of the animal?
No, there are a number of different species. This is an elk imported from New Zealand. This one, they have absolutely monster ones over there.
Can I hold that? Look at that.
Good luck
Oh
holding.
my God, the weight. How do you have that on your head? Like it's,
2 of them.
Oh my God, it's so heavy.
That'd be 5 kilos there.
Oh dear. So Joel, this is massive and really heavy. This must take ages to grow.
120 days, James.
Still
Same as
100
this one.
Wow.
This one here, you can see it. You can see it almost by the day, the increments of growth as it's growing. Yeah.
As I look around, the character to me, the one in your hand is more like what I think of a deer antler.
Yes.
But this one is so unique. It's almost more like a moose, really.
Yes.
Why is this different to this one?
So we've got 6 different species in Australia of deer. This is the typical, Scottish Highlands red deer is what you see here, that are bred in Australia. They're mainly used for the meat industry.
Okay.
For venison is the meat that you get from deer. And a lot of farmers will let them grow out and the antlers fall off. And so they're the ones that I use. I don't use the ones that have gone to the abattoir and been cut off or anything like that. And you can tell it's almost like 40 grit sandpaper on the end.
Yeah, right.
It's really
That's
rough
really
to touch.
fibrous, isn't it?
Yeah, so that it just snaps off the skull.
Okay.
Yeah, and so different species grow a different style of antler.
I'm expecting that the shape of them must sort of dictate the character or the sexiness of the male deer. Or
Yeah, the grandeur of the antler is a call for the females, definitely as an attractant for the mating season. Definitely the larger the antler, it's more attractive. To get the coloration with the tannins in the tree, so it'll rub its antler on the tree to get the colour on it. I mean, they don't specifically look to get the colour, but rubbing their antlers is a natural thing to do, and the coloration is dictated by the tree sap.
There is coloration in here. You can see this particular one is really very blonde, like very almost like American oak timber flooring colour.
Yeah.
So these are coloured, if you like, by, or the colour's accentuated by rubbing against different barks of different trees.
Correct. I categorise them into, a chocolate, like this kind of colour, and then I call it a mid-tone. These are kind of mid-tone ones here where they've got the dark has stayed in the deeper parts of the purling, and then the weather has lightened it over time. And then these ones here have been in paddocks where they don't have any trees. And so the coloration will only come from the soil. They'll rub their antlers in the soil. Sometimes if it's iron rich, it'll get very orange. Otherwise it's, you know, bone blonde.
You are creating specific pieces for the architect market as well as the designer market. So you're making bespoke pieces, but mums and dads come here too to talk to you about getting something for their home.
Yeah.
From an electrician point of view and using this medium to create something, like every piece is unique.
Absolutely. Yeah, you won't get two the same. I have a number of designs that are constant, that I reproduce that same design, but it won't be the same exactly next time. Each antler is going to be different every year due to its habitat will dictate the colour, its nutrients will dictate how well it grows, its genetics will also dictate the style of the antler, of its growth, and then its age will also dictate the girth of the antler.
I think they're so specific. They're great for that space. I think they're great for like an entry foyer. They're perfect when you've got a raked ceiling. They have that sort of ski lodge natural feel, like a home up in the mountains.
Yep.
I mean, you could use them in any home, but those specific, you know, farmhouse, coastal Hamptons looks where they're more about texture and character. I think that they're like so suitable, like they're great. And I love how you're using them now. You've reimagined like statement door handles, the double doors here to come to your showroom. What also intrigues me, Joel, is when I'm looking at them in underneath and I've looked from above, the fittings, the way you connect these together, I can see when you trial and create the piece, you sort of use cable ties to hold it together. And then when you've got the design, you're screwing these in together to hold them in place because you're attaching bone, so it's really robust.
This one here will have about 100, you know, plus screws in it to hold it in that form. And yeah, every single one is screwed from the outside. And yeah, I texture the resin that I use to fill the screw and then match the paint to the antler. None of the joins I've flattened with a grinder or anything like that. As they overlap, that's how they get joined. And then I've got to try and hide the cable junction from where it jumps from one to the other. So yeah, there's a lot of thought that goes into connectivity.
Yes.
And symmetry as well.
So Joel, the logical thing as an electrician is that you see these beautiful things and turn them into light fittings, but you've also evolved into door handles now and joinery handles. And here you've even used smaller pieces to create beautiful cheese knives, which are just such a nice statement. Are these like offcuts or something? Where do these come from?
Yeah, so a second grade antler is what I would use for this, but I'd use the first grade part of that second grade antler. So this I would use to be cut into different pieces. You can use it for dog treats as well.
Right.
They like to chew on it. It's good for them there. But yeah, mainly door handles and
all of these
knives.
beautiful curved pieces. They're just so tactile. Like I sort of find myself wanting to touch them.
Yeah.
I think it's so great. The creative process of using everything and making sure that there's no waste. I love it. It's just a wonderful experience. I've known Joel for some time now, but to see all of his handiwork up close and personal, the beautiful things that he can create from something that Mother Nature makes, and these fall off the deer, so otherwise they would sort of go to waste in the paddock, but they turn into something that we can have in our home, so it's sustainable. And he's so creative in the ways that he's using every element of the antler. I encourage you to have a look online at the Rapid Effects website where you can see all of the things that he can do, and he can ship these around Australia. But if you're in Sydney or coming to Sydney, you want something really bespoke for your home, then you can come here in Glenorrhea. You can actually see some of the deer running around in the paddock outside, and you can end up with something completely unique, whether it's a light fitting, a door handle, or a cheese knife. It's awesome. Joel, it's been completely inspiring coming here and seeing the showroom, the workshop, and what you actually do. I've followed your work for so many years now. You definitely elevated, you know, this beautiful piece of Mother Nature into something completely different. Light fittings, door handles, cheese knives. I mean, you're doing so much work. It's outstanding.
Thanks, James. Appreciate it.
I can't stop holding this one, but I know I've got to give it back. It's so tactile.
No, you keep that one.
Sure.
It's a gift.
I love it. Do you think that my bum will look really big in this?